Welcome to the Create with Katrina Julia show by Fit Life Creation, where we talk all the things on wellness, faith, marketing, business, and travel to create a life and business you love. I've been there, friend. I've walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and bondage to freedom, along with transformation in every area of my life. I'm right here with you, walking along on my own path to creating. So tune in so that you learn how to create a life and business you love, hands-on. Let's create it. Welcome to my incredible snapshots. And in the Created Snapshot for September, we are talking about communities we love with a September to remember. So, at a glance, as I walked through the 30-day challenge that I just created on the blog, on the show, on YouTube, me, myself, and I was diving deep into the aligned communities I have and or that I crave with faith, with wellness, with wealth, with marketing, with business and travel, and which ones I desire to create and where. And that specifically was on it was every 7 days in the 7-day challenge. And so like day 7, 14, 21, and 28 with a deeper dive. But with this snapshot, we are keeping it short and simple. So I get it. Finding ways to simplify and amplify ways to create it is not for the faint of heart. So, craving, creating, community, and cash, I got you. If you're curious on creating a community online and live, let's create it with a snapshot. So, number one, how are you creating community online and live? So, what are you craving specifically with people or communities around you? And are you taking the aligned, inspired, divinely downloaded action? How are you or have you connected with community in real life, no matter where you are in the world? So before I became a digital nomad again, one of the intentions I set in Atlanta was connecting with community in real life, whether that was ATL Girl Gang, whether that was the Home Depot backyard, whether that was Atlanta Rising Women, whether that was Buckhead Business Association. Because when we connect and create, we get to see what aligns and maybe what doesn't, and what speaks to our soul and what aligns for us practically. Then what new communities have you created? So oftentimes I have found when you are craving a community that does not exist, then it is essentially your soul speaking to you and giving you the practical evidence, manifesting in your brain, like showing you, showing me, showing us that we're dissatisfied with something because it doesn't exist. That is a call for us to create it. So for example, I talk about, and also you'll hear in just a second, about communities I'm not only creating online, like through the YouTube channel, through the online summit, through the online courses, through, of course, social media and different avenues, the blog, the email list, but also communities in real life to create it like a boss anywhere and everywhere in the world. And, I'm showcasing Greece, Barcelona, Miami, Florida, and more coming. And I am ready to receive, and I'm speaking it and creating it into existence. At the same time, I'm not attached to the outcome. Whatever ones start to flow and be created and sold out, like I'm trusting the process and taking the aligned action. And then speaking of number 4, what new ways and or deeper ways and or consistent ways did you share your communities? So for example, I've been sharing on social for a while, but I started sharing more. I'm expanding my YouTube channel even more. I've connected with different platforms like Isaiah. I listed a portion of, so my course, 7 Ways to Make 7K in 7 days, I listed the workbook on Etsy. Those are just some of the examples. Then the vacations, the retreats, co-living. I'm listing on Retreat Guru. I'm listing on book retreats. Those are a few examples. And I'm constantly exploring new ways to create it. So if you haven't yet, definitely check out the 75 plus tools in the link in the show notes. The 30-day challenge, it's a 30-day challenge to create that you can revisit over and over and over again. And the global travel and the retreats. Keep in mind, the actions we take are like compound interest in our wealth. It adds up over time and multiplies from the unseen, from the underground into the seen and into the above ground. Leave a review on the show. Drop your Instagram handle so I can shout you out and so more people know about Create It Like a Boss. Tag me on social at Katrina Julia Fit, at Fit Life Creation. And as always, friends, create, transform, and inspire. You are born to. Create it like a boss anywhere and everywhere in the world. For women creators and CEOs who crave creating community and cash, to create it like a boss. We are talking about cations, aka fitcations, contentcations, retreats, and co-living around the world. If you head on over to the link in bio and or fitlifecreation.com/retreats, you can find recaps of our Cuba retreats and an incredible video done by Weekend Voyagers, a recap about the Cuba retreat, top 7 global destinations, creating and launching retreats like a boss, 10xing social media, 5 steps to launch to get a feel for some of the ways we create it around the world. As of this recording, we have destinations coming up in 2023 through 2024 with Europe, with Greece, with Barcelona, with the United States, with Los Angeles, California, with Florida, and more coming soon, like Bali, like Africa, like Atlanta, and more into 2024. So, what are you waiting for? It is time to create it anywhere and everywhere in the world. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel so you create a life and business you already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.